Okay, now everybody got your accounts. Let's log in if you haven't logged in yet. I'm going to log in into mine. And it says error. Let me try again. Yes, now I'm in too. At this point, you need to create a new folder, as I mentioned. To create a new folder, which you create for any new research, and then you collect all the bibliographic information for that research in one folder, and then you'll be creating bibliography or bibliographies out of the contents of that folder. So in order to start a new folder, you click here in the upper left, New Folder. Look at my folders on the right, folders for my research. It starts in 2008, and they go in that succession, one after another. It's because I used this sort of classification system, this sort of simple classification, which starts with the year 2014 0130. No spaces, no dividers, no slashes, dashes, nothing. Otherwise, it will be a mess. Year first, then month, then day, then space. Then I usually put a class, say LIB 100. You can see it here, right? 2008, April 23, management 750, and so on. Now guys, at this point, if you haven't decided before, you kind of decided now, this is the time. What is the topic of your research? So let's come up with a topic, maybe from some other class that you are taking, that we could use for this sample search that we're doing now. Before we do that, I should emphasize how to select the topic. Topic should be scholarly, because if it's something common sense, what's the point in researching it? It should be scholarly, and it should also be focused. The test is, if you can spend the rest of your life researching this topic, maybe it's too general. Maybe you need to narrow it down, okay? So, say today, in another section of the class, we were doing research on DNA and mitochondrial influence on DNA, for instance, just to give you some ideas. So any thoughts and any ideas on what topic we want to use here? Any suggestions? Any examples? Any thoughts? Okay, how about we, yes?
How about research methods?
Research methods, it's kind of too general, so you should be more specific, because you can spend
Internet research methods.
Internet research methods. Okay, internet research methods. Now, when you type it in here, keep in mind that it's good when you abbreviate, because sometimes the field where you put the name of the file or the folder might actually be limited in terms of characters. So do abbreviate. Don't use spaces, and use capital letters maybe to distinguish between the words. So, internet research methods, something like that. So you see, I omitted some vowels sometimes, but just make sure that, you see, 2008, it was what? 6 years ago. And all these abbreviations, they still make sense to me. Make sure that 6 years from now, yours will be making sense to you. Okay? And then click Create. Okay, so we created the folder. If you want to check your folder, look on the right. That's probably the only folder you got there, right? In my situation, I got plenty, and I scroll down. And this is actually good that I checked it,